Good morning, grade 7. Let's start with new topic, that is algebraic expressions. This is the 8th topic from your syllabus. So we are starting with the 8th topic. Okay. So let me write over here. That is algebraic expressions. Topic 8. Now can you see the squares over here? This is first square. That means here there is only one square. Square number I have written. And here there are how many squares? Two squares are there. Now this square is made up of 4 sticks. See, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So sticks are 4. If these two squares are attached to each other, how many sticks are there altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So number of sticks over here are 7. Number of squares are 2. Like this, if I take 3, 4, 5, then every time I need not count the sticks because I am going to use the formula to calculate number of sticks. What is number of sticks? 3 into number of squares plus 1. For example, if I have now 3 squares like this attached to each other. Okay, and I want to calculate how many sticks are there. Then what I will do? Same formula is there. 3 is constant, 1 is also constant. What is going to change? Number of squares. Like in first diagram there is only one square. Here there are 2 squares. Now there are 3 squares. So this will be 3 into 3 plus 1. Your board mass tells us that multiplication should be done first. 3 3s are 9 plus 1 will be equal to 10. Let us count the sticks. See now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Is it clear? So by using formula, if there are 21, 22, 124 squares, then now I have the formula to calculate number of sticks. Like this, if there are n squares, okay, here there were 3 squares are 3, number of sticks are 10. If I have n squares, if number of squares are n over here, I don't know how much it is. So my answer will be 3 into n plus 1. That is 3n plus 1. N is variable and its value will change. So whatever is number of square, you can put any value for n, no? In this case, n value is 1. In this case, n value is 2. In this case, n value is 3. What is not changing? 3 and 1 is not changing, but n is continuously changing. And you can find how many sticks are there if there are, for example, 3 squares, 2 squares, 1 square, 20 square or n squares. So this is general formula which we got in terms of n. Such an expression is called as algebraic expression. Have you understood? You know that now here we have 3n plus 1. I am rewriting it. Now in this case we got 3n plus 1 where there is one variable n in the expression. See now, 3n plus 1. This is to calculate the number of sticks. You know that this is rectangle, this is length, breadth and breadth. What is perimeter of rectangle or any closed surface? It is sum of all the sides. So you have length plus breadth plus length plus breadth. So we have length and length, we have 2 times length plus 2 times breadth. 2 is common. What I get the formula? 2 into length plus breadth is equal to perimeter. This is also an algebraic expression because length value can be anything and breadth also can be anything. So this is general expression to find the perimeter of a rectangle. So here we got another. You may say 2L plus 2B or 2 into L plus B. This is also an algebraic expression. So we have now here 2L plus 2B or 2 into length plus breadth. If this 3, let me take any letter, for example X. X is repeating how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, times means multiplication. 4 times x is there. So it will be 4x. Yes or no? So 3n plus 1, 2l plus 2b, 4x. All of these are examples of algebraic expression. Now, what is difference between this algebraic expression and I'll write you one more. I'm writing one more for example, I have 3a plus 2b plus 4c. Okay, and one more I am writing, that is 3l plus 3b minus 2m plus 5c. See, all of these are nothing but algebraic expressions. Why? There is one variable, sometimes two variables. Here is only one variable, here is one variable, here there are three variables and so on. Now, there is some difference between all of this and there is some common thing between all of this. Now, what is common between what, we will just see. See now, in this algebraic expression, these two are separated by one sign. So, this is one term and this is another term. So, there are how many terms? Two terms, which are separated by either plus or minus sign. So, number of terms over here are how much? Terms are 2. Here also, terms are how much? 1 and 2. So, 2 terms are there. Here terms are only 1. Count here, 1, 2 and 3. How many terms are there? 3 terms are there. Count this. 1, 2, 3 and 4 terms are there. 4 terms. So, depending on how many terms are present, 1 term, 3 term, 2 term, we have different names for this expressions. If there is only one term, it is called as monomial. Okay. If there are two terms, then it is called as bi means two, binomial. If there are three terms, it is called as trinomial. And if there are many terms, more than 3 or so many terms, it is generally called as polynomial. Is this clear? Poly means many. But it is also said that monomial, binomial and trinomial are nothing but types of polynomial. You will study this in 9th standard. But as of now, for your understanding, mono means one term. Binomial means two terms. Tri means three terms. Polynomial, many terms. You keep in mind like this. Alright. So, we have seen what is monomial, binomial, trinomial and polynomial. Now, let me write for example, I have monomial. Monomial can be minus 5i. This is also monomial, is it not? In this case, this is called as coefficient and this is called as variable. You must remember this. Now, if there is binomial, for example, 3x plus 2. Now, in this case, there is only one variable over here. This is first term and this is second term, but here there is no variable. If there is no variable, this 2 is called as constant. And this is one term, isn't it? This is one term and this is another term. This term, which doesn't have any variable, is called as constant. Are you understanding? Here, in this case, x is what? Variable. And 3 is coefficient. Are you understanding? These are very basic things related to algebraic expressions. Now, there is one more term called as like term and unlike term. What do you mean by like term? Like terms are terms which have same variable with the same powers. Same variable. See, here is also x and here is also x. So, variable is same and same power also. What is power of x? 1. Power of x 1. So, in this case, 5x and minus 3x. These two are like terms. These two are not like terms because variables are not same. This is xy and this is only x. Or 3y square and 3xy. These two are also not same. Even though y is there, here power of y is 1. Here power of y is 2. And here x is not there. So what should be same? Variable also should be same. So variable and power of the variable should be same. So in that case, see, 3xy and 10xy. xy, these two are like terms. Understanding? Similarly, you have 3y square and minus 7y square. Same variable, same power. So these two are like terms. What are unlike terms? See now, power of the variable as well as variables are not same. If I write 3x square, all these three are unlike terms. Here variable is same but power is different. Here variable is different, so question of power doesn't arise. So both should be same, variable as well as the power of variable. If these two conditions are not satisfied, they are unlike terms. These two are unlike terms because here 5x and 3y square. Are you understanding me? Okay, now let's go to set 32. A very simple exercise is there. Let's do set 32. You have to classify the given algebraic expressions as monomial, binomial, trinomial, polynomial. 7x, a and 4. These three are monomial. Only one term is there. Binomial 5i minus 7z and 5m minus 3. See, two terms. So binomial. Trinomial means three terms. 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. So these two are trinomial. Polynomial 1, 2, 3, 4. More than 3 terms. Very easy, no? So that's all for today, students. Thank you.